Hey there guys, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome here if it's your first time. In today's video I'm reviewing the Kotori Audio Vampire, an IM with a single balanced armature driver. Let's get it. What's cracking, audio fans? David here from Prime Audio Reviews. This is the Kotori Audio Vampire. Well, this is the box. The price is like $99 or $100. And yeah, that's what the box looks like. Pretty standard fare. So Kotori Audio is a boutique IM manufacturer based in Singapore. They started off making cables, and then they logically, started making IEMs, and I believe this is their second IEM so far. So here it is. This is the Vampire, and it's a pretty little thing, I gotta say. I'll just remove the cable. So check out these shells. Not only are they tiny, but they're also really pretty. They're super nice. Resin, of course. We got these lovely blood red face plates with the silver Kotori Audio logo on the right side and the V, I assume, for Vampire on the left. They are small, they are tiny, they're very comfortable actually, really comfortable. And then for the cable, it comes with the Kotori Audio Carbon 3 cable. So this is made by the same brand, by Kotori Audio, and it's lovely. It's really nice. It looks kind of generic. It looks like a lot of other cables that you'll see with $100 or sub $100 IEMs, but using it and just holding it, feeling it in your hand, you can tell the difference right away. This is superior in quality. It's a really good cable. It's got their custom Y splitter there and chin slider. And yeah, not a lot to say about it. It's just really great. Handles beautifully, looks great, feels good. In my opinion, every single balanced armature driver IEM has to make some compromises somewhere. Most of the time it is in the bass department. The single BA drivers or single BA IEMs, they just lack that low-end impact. It's not a visceral, physical bass. It doesn't move a lot of air in your ears. Alright, let's talk about the sound now. The Vampire it's kind of got a mid-focused presentation. It prioritizes vocals, and it has a sort of a warm, laid-back sound with the obvious sub-bass roll-off. Now, all BA IEMs, like I said, need to make compromises in my experience. I haven't found one to convince me otherwise, and the Vampire definitely aligns with that trend. It's not ideal for anyone seeking a powerful bass or a nice, vibrant, sparkly treble, but for people who appreciate a forward mid-range and a smooth overall sound, might find this a satisfying choice. So in terms of the bass, the single BA bass, it is obviously speedy like all single BA drivers are, but it's light on authority. It can produce sub-bass notes, but you'll only hear them, you won't really feel them. There's no vibration, there's no bone-shattering rumble going on. The mid-bass, however, is more upfront and impactful, and the mid-bass, for the most part, I would say it's pretty sufficient. And the bass in general, slightly thicker notes and a slower decay compared to a lot of BA bass drivers that sort of prioritize speed more. So I'd say this bass is pretty well suited for certain genres like acoustic music, maybe vocal music, things like lo-fi, etc. It's quite sufficient for that. Let's talk about the mid-range next, and I'd say the mid-range is kind of warm and inviting. It's perfect for mellowing out and drifting away with the music. It's a somewhat romanticized mid-range, which basically means rich and saturated, not entirely accurate in timbre, but it's one that's sort of easy to vibe with. Male vocals and instruments in the lower mids are nice and rich, saturated, albeit not the most detailed. Female vocals are nice and sultry, but they are somewhat subdued when it comes to energy. And the mid-range clarity and details are decent, thanks to a slight lift in the presence region and the upper treble, but the Vampire's mid-range kind of lacks the fidelity of brighter tunings, and the single BA driver and warmer tuning, they kind of limit the mid-range detail a bit. However, it does create a nice inviting and engaging sound that is sort of pleasant and easy to appreciate. And then finally we got the treble. Treble, I would say it's soft and relaxed, which is perfect for people who are sensitive to treble. However, if you are a treble lover, you will probably find, rather somewhat ironically, the Vampire's highs are lacking in bite. So the upper treble roll-off adds to the overall warmth and the smoothness of this IEM, enhancing those sultry mids, but at the same time compromising detail and airiness. And then when it comes to the soundstage, the dimensions of the soundstage are fairly modest, but it's a nice cohesive soundstage with stable borders. Despite having limited space between instruments and vocals, like the air between each instrument and vocal is not super clear, but the imaging is fairly strong with this one. I mean, as in positional cues, determining the location of things within the soundstage. Instrument separation is kind of okay, but it can suffer from congestion during complex music. So let's do a quick comparison, and although it's not here visible, but I'm going to compare with the AFL Magic 1, which is another single BA driver IEM. The Magic 1 has a larger and sort of more common generic shaped shells, but inside we've got the Nautilus acoustic maze technology, which supposedly allows better treble extension. Does it? I don't know. I'm tempted to believe it because the treble on the Magic 1 is pretty good, but at the same time it's got some pretty nasty sub bass roll off. So the Magic 1 has got even less sub bass presence than the Vampire, and that is coupled with more upper mid range and more treble. And as you can probably guess, that means that the Magic 1 has a brighter tonality and even less body than the Vampire. So the Magic 1's upper mid-range, it can get thin and a bit shouty as you turn the volume up, and that's basically due to a lack of bass to balance things out. The Magic 1, however, does have a more vibrant treble. Neither of these two has a sharp treble or sibilance, but the Vampire's highs sound rather dry in comparison to the Magic 1. However, the Vampire does have a warmer, more inviting sound and better sub bass extension. So to sum it up, the Kotori Audio Vampire IEM, love the shells, love the design, the color, the comfort, everything is beautiful. You know what, I think I would enjoy these a lot more if they had put maybe a micro dynamic driver in there, like a 6mm dynamic driver. What might even be even better than that is to make it a hybrid IEM with a micro dynamic driver and that balanced armature driver, because personally I just want a little bit more note weight, a bit more body, definitely want more authority in the lows. However, if you are really into acoustic music, vocal music, or you just don't care about bass that much, then this might be a good option for you. Having said that, gonna wrap it up there. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, Pa Family Audiophile style. If you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button before you go. And until next time, see you later.